what challenges do you face as a female entrepreneur, especially here in Tanzania right now?
Whew, that is a good question. Complicated one as well.
Yeah.
Um, as an entrepreneur, I think every female entrepreneur passes through their own challenges. Depending on what industry they work in, I think different industries have their own specific challenges.
Yeah.
But let me speak from a entrepreneurial perspective of overall women first, and then I'll get into some details when it comes to the entertainment industry, because the entertainment industry is not like any other industry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say the first challenge is being misunderstood. Us as women tend to be misunderstood,
By who?
just by men and women as well.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, because we come from a male dominant country.
Yeah.
Now things are changing. Thank God for mama. We come from a male dominant country. Everywhere you go, men are the staple. And you as a woman, or me as a woman, whenever I sit on the other edge of the table in a boardroom with a man, I have to come up to that level so that I get the respect that I need, and we can understand each other mutually. Otherwise, it is tough to make an impression as an entrepreneur. Number one. Number two, as women, I believe that we need to have a sharp vision. And I believe women make amazing entrepreneurs because ni wamama, wanajivunia.
Yeah.
You know, there's a type of, not just pressure, but there's a type of endurance that women have that I think is amazing for entrepreneurship. But then because of that, we're looked at as, we may come off as intimidating.
Yeah.
And that may create a wedge between whatever it is. People may be able to perceive you a different way. If you're the kind of person who is confident and you come off, very confident and sturdy, sometimes that might come off as strong and arrogant. So those are just a few challenges that I believe that women go through that are core, that affect other things as well. Now I wanted to move to the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Where the entertainment industry, music industry, and the creative industry, it's all about perception. It's all about how you look, how you make people feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you're the kind of woman who has grounds and you are, you know what you want, you have a vision, sometimes again that might come off as very intimidating. Yes, inspiring, but if I have achieved more than, let's say, an example, a man,
Yeah.
that may be perceived a different way, and then there's always a lot of other things ambao watu wanajaribu kupekua, like, how did she get there? Who did she go through? What ladder did she climb? Why are we perceived that way? Because at the end of the day, kimira na desturi, a woman is supposed to probably be home,
Yeah.
taking care of her family. It's a man's job. Yeah. So in order to be a really good female entrepreneur, you need to be like a man.
Okay.
That's why I say it's a man's job. But I think I think right now, us as women, a lot of women right now are really redefining the status quo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as a woman, you do a lot of stuffs.
Yes.
You have your own family that you have to manage. You have artists.
Yes.
You have to manage, like DJ Josie, who, by the way, right now he's a very hot artist. And you also do events with Straight Up Vibes. So how do you manage to do all those things at once?
First, let me just correct you. So I used to do events with Straight Up Vibes.
Okay.
I used to work with them and as a creative director.
Okay.
What happened was in 2022, end of 2022, right after our concert with Kiss Daniel,
Okay.
I decided to embark into a personal journey, which was growing the company that I had already opened but hardly had time for.
Yeah.
So I had to make a decision to leave Straight Up Vibes and to really focus on my baby and my projects.
Yeah.
So It's been not easy. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and say, "Hey, it's as easy as it comes." No, it's not easy. It needs a lot of determination, discipline, focus. Focus is so important, and it's easy for a woman to lose focus because we are emotional beings. But I can say that between work, entrepreneurship, being a motherhood,
Yeah.
there's always help. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if most women say this, but there's always help from family. And honestly, I'm for the first time I'm shouting out to my mom. My mom, she has like been my biggest supporter, as well as a couple of other friends on the side. Um, and I truly believe that when you have a close, tight circle that supports you,
Yeah.
that is your firm foundation. So as a mother, as an entrepreneur, as a businesswoman, as someone who manages artists, it's not easy, and I do have my breakdowns at times. Lakini, yani